Open bar.
Open bar. Open bar.
Open bar.
Open bar. Open bar.
And we're back.
Open bar, episode 2.
Dos.
We back like cook crack, baby. With my co-host, my co-host, Email Mills from Team Sparta. Yo, Mill, that's a fire ass shirt. Jesus Christ. Where you get that shirt? Oh, Barbarians Gear on Instagram. That's where you got that? Inbox Barbarian Gear. Dope. What? Wow, another dope shirt. What that is? Calisthenics Battle League.
What that is? You already know.
Shout out to Matt Bar Gods, Calisthenic Battle League Apparel. Hit up Matt Bar Gods if you want peace. And
hey, watch these.
Yeah, I'm rocking my boy. This is my boy Sean Gumby. Shout out to Gumby, Stigmatism in My Soul. Bless me with this shirt. No, I'm old. I can't stand up. Hey, yo, Sean, man. Shout out to Gumby, man. So this is episode 2, Open Bar. Today's episode is a pretty dope one. I really like this one.
Yeah, I like
this. We're discussing the impact of social media in calisthenics. To get a little more in depth with that, social media has taken over the world in general. Everything is social media. People will jump on their phone before they even turn the TV on, before they brush their damn teeth. They scrolling down their damn news feed.
People would DM you when they got your number.
Facts. Yeah, they FaceTime. You can FaceTime through social media now. I don't even need your number to call you anymore. I just need your handle, your IG name or whatever.
I didn't know you was in Target. It's on your location.
What? Exactly. So basically Jesus. Put all that in. I don't care. What we discussing today is social media's impact on calisthenics. So why this is a topic to me is, I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere on the bar. I've met almost every person in this game. And a lot of people say, I do it for the culture. I do it for this, and I don't care about the posts and stuff. But yet, some people are posting every day, and you're doing it just for the likes or just for the attention. Mm-hmm. So, I know a lot of people that have no social media and probably are the strongest I've ever met.
Absolutely.
Coming to mind, I'm thinking of like Team Wingate. There's a lot of OGs in there that put in a lot of work, but they're not into social media. Yeah. But then we have the social media people who get 1 million likes, but, don't really... I'm not going to downplay anyone's work, because if you're on the bar, I encourage you. Mm-hmm. But some people do it just for that attention, and some people do it for the actual love of calisthenics. Mm-hmm. Have you run across anyone like that?
Oh, it's a lot of people like that.
So let's say, Mills, what is your reasoning? What is your purpose in calisthenics? Do you do it for... If there was no social media, would you still be doing it?
Oh, yeah, I'd still be doing it. Because I always was working out before I got strictly into calisthenics. Mm-hmm. So I always, even if I fell back from competitions, I will always still do it to stay afloat, to maintain, for maintenance on some... I don't want to completely fall off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also do like the social media aspect a little bit. Okay. Because you'll see something, you'll be like... I want to know if I can hit that set.
Exactly. Exactly. So what you think? You personally, Letty's preference. Like, if there was no social media, would you still be on the bar like you are?
Well, I am now. I don't post.
That is
I don't post any videos.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't do none of that. I post pictures here and there, but I don't really post my workout, but I'm still trying to work out. For me... In the beginning, it was fun and it was entertaining, and there's nothing wrong with wanting some attention.
Yeah.
At the same time, and inspiring people not only in your own personal community, but across the world. You never know who is watching you.
Exactly.
You know, you never know who you're helping get out of the bed and fight their depression, or like who you're inspiring to do something better, to believe in themselves, to do something.
Yeah.
But, you know, I kind of felt back from that because I felt like I didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't have a need for the attention that it came with, but that was just me.
Okay, because this takes me to my next point, because me personally, I got into it. I'm in the middle of both. You know, sometimes it's, you know, I feel like I'm like you. I don't post my workouts more. I actually get inboxes saying post more. So like, why don't you post? You need to post. I need to see that, or motivation, this, that, and the third. There's always a positive and a negative to everything. Yeah. Some people are watching with negative thought. Some people are watching with positive thought. But that's just life. So that's not in control. But basically what my point is if you do this, like I say, just for the attention. I compare calisthenics to the rap game. It's like you either are good in the hood or you went commercial, per se. Like you sold out. And a lot of people is taking, because like I said, social media is actually paying you now. Like if you get enough views on your video, you're getting cut a check.
Yeah. So
a lot of people, I wouldn't say they sell out, but you know, their only focus is getting the bag, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's just what you know. That's what should be happening. But then in the same breath, like I said, I personally have a problem with the people saying like, you know, I'm all about the culture and I'm all about this, but like, let's say me right now, Snoop. Snoop fan first on Instagram. Follow me, all that good stuff. So, yeah, 3 O's. So, let's say me, I reach out to one of the 1 million subscriber dudes. Like, yo, I'm trying to get some money with you. You motivate me. You got into the game. I probably wouldn't even get my DM answered because they're so lost in the commercial side of it. The likes and the YouTube on some way. How much followers you got? Only 1,000? Nah, I can't rock with you. So that's my problem with social media's impact, because it almost waters down, because like you said, the bar is some people's way out of depression, some people's escape from reality, some people just like
it's a
embracing a healthier lifestyle. And of course everyone wants to get paid for what they're passionate about and what they love, but you know, there should still be a line. So go ahead.
I agree with what you're saying, because you got even like the more local ones that's trying to get more bigger in YouTube and everything. Yeah. With their views, you know, they even affect your friendship. Like, they be like, hey, yo, you saw my post and you ain't like it, you ain't commenting on my post. And like, damn, I ain't gonna be a beef because I ain't commenting on your post. Yeah.
And I get wild attack, like and subscribe. You ain't like my picture. You ain't subscribed to my YouTube. You ain't see my... It's just like, dude, like, I see you, bro. You working. I'm busy, you know? So, like, don't get me wrong, because, like, you know, stuff like this, we do want to grow on the social media aspect, too. But there's still a certain degree of doing it to keep our sport authentic. So, exactly. So, like you said, you touched on a good point earlier. Some people, like, we're in New York. So, we're in the center of calisthenics. Some people are, like, abroad. Some people are overseas. Some people in other states. So, they don't have the luxury like we have. In New York, we have a park every mile or two. Especially in Brooklyn. Like, there's parks everywhere.
And if you don't got a park, we got scaffolding.
Exactly. Exactly. So, I reached out to one of my close friends for this. My boy Sergio. Sergio is a very... I personally think he's top 10 in the world in strength. Absolutely. Going barbarian. He's from Italy. So, here's his 2 cents on social media's impact on calisthenics.
Alright, so the impact of social media on calisthenics. Let's look at the positive side of what social media can do for calisthenics, for the culture, and for the people. Alright? Me being one of those people. I discovered calisthenics on YouTube. of course, watching the videos of those that we call the originators of calisthenics, social media originators, which is fair because calisthenics as a culture has existed in America, for example, for decades, while calisthenics has been mainstream for only the past 10 years at most. Luckily, I stumbled upon one of Zev's videos rather quickly, and I fell in love with calisthenics the way I do it now. I fell in love with the barbarian philosophy, and you know, for 6 years now, I've been training alone. Being able, thanks to social media, to be connected with those people who you see as, you know, your examples. It's not only about chatting and asking for advice. No, just seeing year after year that an athlete keeps training, keeps getting stronger. If you have the right mentality, you will be motivated to not stop. I wouldn't have had anybody to do that for me if YouTube, Instagram weren't around. I haven't reached the point that I've reached alone. I've been helped by anyone who supported me, you know, and anyone who was an example for me. I'm a barbarian now. I am the first Italian barbarian. I started training on a tree branch, on the branch of a tree. So just like the first ones had the courage to put out the videos of their first sets and let the world see what could be done with a pull-up bar, with a push-up bar. I put my shit out, my videos out, and let the other people from the community see how I was consistent, how I was consistently putting in effort and consistently growing. As someone who is willing to put in work to add something to the game and to the culture, despite being in another continent. When you put a video on the internet, you are not doing what you're doing at your home. You are in the home of anybody else that watches that video. You are all around the globe. We have official barbarians in Spain, in Ukraine, in Russia, in Australia, in the UK, and barbarians originated in Brooklyn. By putting your videos on YouTube, you get out of your restricted, localized context, and you automatically insert yourself into a global scale. So you get global reach. That is powerful. So right now, we have people who want to be barbarians all around the planet. Not everybody gets seen, but I believe that if you do this shit sincerely, you will be seen by the right people. So what is considered to be the culture? Alright? Maybe many people consider the culture to be that which lives in Brooklyn, in New York. Alright? That same culture, the same exact culture now reaches out to people who live in Japan. It's the same exact culture that's spreading on a global scale. There is nothing bad or evil about that. The power of social media, taking a small, restricted, limited reality which has soul in it, and just expanding it. Those few people who have a similar heart will tap on that culture and will make it their own, manifest it again in its purest form. The culture is damaged only by those who don't know what the culture is. If you say you know what the culture is, you should know that the culture does not die. It cannot die. It can be hidden more easily because it goes into the underground more. But the original culture doesn't die. And it grows. The original culture keeps growing. Steadily, more slowly, as anything of worth grows.
Sergio kicking facts.
Yeah, that was big what Sergio was saying, because like he said, he's like around nothing.
Exactly.
He started doing it off a branch.
Off a damn tree.
And he's doing sets that I can't even do on the bar.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the dope thing about what Sergio said is like, you know, it's a very, social media is all he had.
Mm-hmm.
He's in Italy. Italy is now growing into a strong calisthenic community, but when he started, like I said, the man was in his backyard on a tree. I remember he told me the story. It's his dad's stick that he hangs sausages off of. He put that in the tree to do pull-ups on, and his only motivation is watching YouTube videos, the Zephs, the Beasts, the Docs, like the OGs. So, you know, that is a very positive influence with social media, because that's, you know, that imagines himself with these people.
Yeah.
When he sees the video, he's doing it to like pretend he's there in the atmosphere. And then, like I said, when I met him, in my opinion, I met him, I want to say 3 years ago in Italy. And he looked like a little kid in a candy store. Like, holy shit, I've been imagining this for so long. Now that I'm in it, it's like a dream come true. Not to put his business out there, but he was teary-eyed. Like holy shit, dreams come true. And, you know, and even to this day, like I said, he's top 10 in the world, and he still has that same energy. So he's a perfect example of social media with a positive impact.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like I said, this topic isn't to downgrade anyone. It isn't to shit on anyone. Like I said, your purpose is your purpose. Mm-hmm. We're just giving our opinions. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Yeah. So y'all can disagree, y'all can agree. You know, put your thoughts in the comments. I read every comment, so I'll debate every damn body that throws in there.
Instagram could either be your rise or it can be your fall. It just depends on how you use it, whether it's personally, whether it's business-wise, whether you're using it to motivate people or to motivate yourself, or if you're trying to get an income out of it. Mm-hmm. It's just based on how you use it. But at the end of the day, I think the purpose of it should always be, if you're going to do something, you want to inspire someone else.
Exactly.
And that is what happened with Serge.
And then it's funny you said that, you know, Instagram could be a rise and fall. And, like, while we're on the topic, like, are you doing it for Instagram? Or are you doing it for the likes? You know, you got people that come and do the 1 set, 2 sets. Mm-hmm. Great posts. And you be like, oh, bro, you strong. We should link up. And you link up, and then you like, yo, let's do that thing you posted.
Nah, I don't got that today. Yeah. I trained earlier. I worked out already today. I don't got it.
Yeah, and then you see them dying on the baby sets, and you're like, you going back on the page like,
but
you right.
So, in your experience with everyone that you've met so far in your young career, do you personally feel that the social media has been a positive, just based off of like picture? Go back to your beginning days. The first person you met on some like, oh my God, that person's a beast. Not saying like, because I think what you said is perception. Like, you know, you can look strong, and then when I meet you, I could be disappointed or what have you. I think like Instagram and stuff, like now they changed it. You got IGTV, so I can see a longer set. Yeah. But like I said, in your experience, do you feel that social media overall, just from your experience, do you feel it's been a blessing or a curse as far as like the authenticness of the people you've seen? I'm
going to speak general, not just when it comes to like calisthenics, not just when it comes to working out, but in general, I feel like it has been a positive with social media because it has brought so much awareness, not just with working out, but with what happens outside of this country, what happens with police brutality, what happens against black and brown and yellow people across the world. So it to me, I look at it in a positive sense, even though there's a lot of negativity that comes along with it. Yeah. Especially with people's opinions and how they personally feel against, you know, certain people or certain subjects and politics and all this kind of stuff. But for me, I look at it as it has opened my eyes to a lot of other things that I wouldn't have known if social media possibly wasn't around.
Yeah. So my next point is, I consider myself a young OG. I talk with a lot of the originators of the game. At 34, I feel like I'm young and I'm old. Like I'm dead. Like at that, I'm not old.
Nah, I feel the same.
Yeah. So I spoke to I had this conversation with Doc actually, and they pride themselves on they didn't have a blueprint back then. Like they didn't have. You see, I can type in pull-ups and I'll see a million pull-up videos, how-tos, how to muscle up step by step. They didn't have that. They just had to create it themselves.
Yeah.
So like I said, it gives them. It was a harder road for them. You understand? Because they had to figure it out on their own. All we have to do is type in something or follow a certain person.
Yeah.
So, what's your thoughts on that as far as is that a positive thing or a negative thing? Because
that's very much positive because, like you said, the positive outlook on that, you meet a lot of like-minded people that do what you do, and you be like, oh wow, and then it builds amazing relationships. Like y'all might start linking up on a regular. You might get each other contact number and call each other. Oh, what's that you did today? So that's very much the positive side. And then y'all look into more people that's just like you, and y'all can start a whole. That's how crews got started.
Yeah, that's So with you saying that, I want to jump into another video. We reached out to my boy Bino. Shout out to Bino from Virginia. We asked him the same question: social media's impact on calisthenics, and this is what he had to say.
As far as social media, I actually got active on Instagram back in February of 2016, so it looks like I'm approaching 4 years now. And throughout that time, I used social media as a turning point to kind of get my day started. See what sets were out there, what challenges were there, and then over time, you kind of start developing your own style, your own rhythm, so to speak. But that would not have been, well, I wouldn't say it wouldn't have been possible, but it probably would have taken me a lot longer to figure out if I didn't have social media to turn to. So yeah, definitely, I think social media has can have a positive influence on the calisthenics community, depending on how it's used, how it's delivered. So yeah, I think social media has definitely helped me progress a lot faster than if I were to just kind of have not had it. And what's even greater than that is when you get to go beyond social media and actually meet them in person. I actually had the opportunity to link up with Snoop and Mills here in VA back in July with my boy T. Lee, and actually got to meet Puda for the first time. Super cool dude. What's up, Puda? We got our reps in. Super hot ass humid day. Y'all know what I was talking about. Could barely breathe out there. Kids were out there having fun while we were doing our reps. Got some hoops in too. But that's what it's all about. When you're able to go beyond social media and actually meet in person and continue that bond beyond that, that wouldn't have been possible if social media didn't enable that opportunity.
My man Bino. That was dope. So the dope thing, and let me give a little side story about Bino. You were there. Me and Mills and Shells were live one day at Jamaica Avenue Blink, and we just working out. We just clowning. We was battling. I do 10 pulls, he do 11, Shells do 12. We just kept going until someone passed out. And he was the only one watching the live. He was the only one watching the live.
Shit, I don't know.
So But mind you, he was into it to the point where when it was over, he was like, yo, that was dope. Y'all guys are dope. The energy and this, that, and the third. He started a little Instagram chat with us.
Yep.
And, you know, we started chatting with him. And, like, just to this day, he still says it all the time. Like, yo, y'all dudes get crazy. So he's in Virginia. We're in New York. We finally met him this year. We went down to Virginia for 4th of July. So we finally met him, and that's after a year and a half of training with him. So, you know, he's another perfect example of social media's positive impact because, like I said, in Virginia, it's not really a big calisthenic community. It's just really him, his boy Lee, shout out to Lee. It's really just them two. Like I said, in New York, we're kind of spoiled. We have a million options. They don't have none. They only have social media. So, Bino, salute to you, brother. That was a dope testimony. And like I said, your story is a very positive one, and I would like to hear more stories like that. Yeah. Because, like I said, I see a lot of negativity with social media, and it bothers me. I'm not going to lie. It bothers me a lot because I hate when people just do it for clout. You understand? Like, I do this for different reasons. You do it for different reasons. Like, you know, it's... So when people just do it for likes and attention... And it gets real catty at that point. Yeah. Because I feel your purpose of why you do calisthenics will be how you react to certain things. So, like, if you post a video, right? And my first comment is, your form was trash. You didn't lock out. You didn't do ding. Like, that shows that my view on social media is just to downplay you. Instead of, like I said, I don't know you from a hole in the wall. I don't know how long you've been on the bar. I've seen people that just touched the bar like a week. And people critique, you ain't lock out. And niggas started working out last week. Like, why are you so hard on homie? And who are you to, like, talk down on him? I don't care if you're, like, the inventor of pull-ups. Like, it does not matter. Like, you don't have that right in social media. Because it's almost like, I compare it to relationships. They say to keep a strong relationship, keep people out your business. Social media, everyone sees what you're doing all the time as much as you post. So a lot of people they chime in, they give their opinions. Like I said, it's a positive thing, it's a negative thing, but it comes down to how a person can receive critique. Some people can't take a critique. Like, you don't talk about my form. How dare you? Or some people are like, yo, I shout out to you. I appreciate that, this, that, and the third. But and then there's another thing. When you read something, you perceive it different. As opposed to if I tell you, like, your form is trash, or if I type it. You understand? So,
like you said, some people can receive it, some can't. Because some will branch off of social media. Like, you know what, I'm good. You know, some people take their whole IG off, you know. And then you got some people that want all the smoke. Like, oh, what? I ain't do 50?
Like us, like we go to people's parks when they comment.
Exactly.
We jump on airplanes and mega buses.
And I'm gonna tag you. I'm gonna do it your form.
No, it's true. It just depends on the person and how well they can receive feedback and how open they are to what someone says, or how much maybe they don't care at all what someone says. Because somebody can tell you, you know, your form wasn't that good. Versus reading, your form was trash, bro.
Yeah.
So
it's different. It's different with what you say.
You're right. Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so here's my counter question to that. Do you feel social media is a tool to mental strength? Because I'm gonna use this as an example. I posted something a while back. I'm not gonna tell the whole story, and I received your form is trash comments, and that could have turned into a, man, fuck this, man. I'm out. I ain't fucking doing this no more. Or it turned into, step your game up. Because, like I said, I'm not going to call names, but I've seen certain people be like, they get defeated by that. It's over. Yeah. I can't handle this. I'm not posting nothing no more. Or it's on some, I'm going to attack it. So, I personally feel like social media can be used to toughen you up, per se. Because you're always going to get someone that's not feeling what you're doing. No matter how clean, how perfect. However, so what you think on that?
Social media wise, when it comes to like mental strength,
you see some of these comments out there, they be wildin'.
Some people can't take it. Some people, most of the people that come into calisthenics, every year are fairly new and get younger and younger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, most of them didn't live the way some of us did, where we have a stronger, a thicker skin.
Yeah.
Some people don't have that.
Yeah.
So of course it's gonna mess with your mental ability to whether or not you're gonna be able to accept this person's opinion, whether or not you're gonna care about it, or whether or not you're gonna be like, so what's up?
Yeah.
It's different types of people, and I say it depends on how you were raised. I'm gonna throw it out there, because I can look at a bunch of comments that might say something bad about me, and it might depend on who's saying what.
Yeah.
That I might attack back.
Yeah.
It just depends on what is making you react to what it is that you're reading, or whether or not you care about it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it very much affects the mental strength, because not only can the person get down and out and quit, the person could get on some, I want to see you, and not to do reps.
Yeah.
I want to take it there.
Yeah, keep that same energy in person. Yeah.
And also like what you said, Letty, is
you ever seen Jay and Silent Bob? You remember that movie? When they literally they pulled up a list on are you username blah blah blah, and they was stalling on them when they stooped. Are you did you make this comment on June 21st? Yeah, that was me. Boop, snuffing them out. So
I ain't see it, but it sounded like something the type of time I was on, because like you said, how you was raised. I was raised like trash. What you trying to say? You wanna? Yeah.
That's exactly how I'm raised. So, and like I said, it also depends on the person that you're reacting to.
Yeah.
So after a while, I guess mentally, it's like, oh, you got me.
Yeah. But then it also depends on what your goals are with calisthenics. So let's say, perfect example, you're wearing the Griffin, right? Shout out to Zeph from Barbarian. Zeph. Barbarians pride themselves on perfect form.
Yeah.
So, you as an athlete, you're going to put stuff out there with good form.
Yeah.
So, like I said, you might react to a comment as, damn, it wasn't clean enough because I got a comment. So I got to make it even cleaner, because you're priding yourself on a certain thing. Some people are just proud of their work regardless of how it looks. And some people want that critique and stuff like that, or they want that validation. So that's what I'm saying. It depends. If you're a person who want to be the cleanest in the game, let's say that's your mission. I'm going to be the cleanest, I'm going to be the strongest, and this, that, and the third. And you put clean workout, you take that critique as damn, I got 5 thumbs down on this.
Yeah.
I got to be cleaner to get none. You understand? So like I'm saying, it's still, the negativity is still a positive tool for your mental training.
Yeah. Well, I say, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to lose, So,
who's going?
She want to lose her
going.
thought.
Rock, paper,
I was
scissors.
about to, So, I'm going to win that. I always win that. Anyways.
I got my thought.
So, going back about wearing the Griffin shirt. We all know that this is something that you can support. This is something that you can purchase, right?
Okay.
Whether you're new to calisthenics or old to calisthenics. If you're new to calisthenics, and let's say you're supporting the fam, you're supporting Barbarians, you're supporting Zeph when it comes to buying the shirt. Let's say you're just starting, right? And you might post a video just because you feel inspired.
Yeah.
But maybe you might not have been in the game for that long. Maybe you don't train around people that are critiquing you, that are showing you what it is to do a proper push-up, proper pull-up, or whatever the case may be. Let's say you post it, right? You're going to have people that, it doesn't matter who you are. I don't care how long you've been doing calisthenics. You could have started, this could have been your first day. You're wearing that shirt, that shirt.
But, think of basketball. So that means if I buy a LeBron jersey, I'm automatically wild nice? I've seen some bums wearing some expensive NBA gear and stink it up.
Outfit matching.
Yeah,
garbage.
And in my opinion, as a ball player, if you have that whole outfit, that means you're trash. You're garbage, because the real ball players is wearing yellow shirts, red shorts, and green kicks. Those are the nice ones. He ain't coordinated at all. He nice.
That's the negativity about it. It's like, one person has a vision of who these people might be or what these athletes are, and you are basically bullying someone because you don't agree with that group overall.
That's
so you're
cyberbullying.
So you're discouraging them already. So now it's like, now they have to sit back, think, and maybe I shouldn't be supporting this, or maybe I shouldn't be doing this at all because I'm not good enough.
So you're saying the social media era that we're in, you should be mentally prepared for the cyberbullying.
Yeah.
Because it comes with the territory.
Unfortunately, it does come with the territory. Unfortunately, there are people out there that live off
hate,
talking bad to other people, and that drives them.
Yeah, that just gets their dick hard.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with commenting like, oh, your form, it could be a little better. Because I'm one of them people where I'm heavy on form. I'll tell it to anybody. Your form. But you know what they say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And
That's
some
true.
people would type like, yo, boy, it's trash.
But you know what's my biggest pet peeve? Sorry to cut you off. It's like, you see a person like you compete. You're a known competitor.
Yeah.
You compete in all these competitions, these local competitions we have. So you, in competitions, you're getting judged.
Yeah.
That's how you determine if you win or lose, by a judge. So if you're just working out in the park, like I said, at the end of the day, you had a bad day at work. You want to just let off some steam. Who are you to judge your form? Because this isn't a competition to where I should judge you or critique you. You understand? So me personally, I won't critique you unless you ask. Because like I said, I don't know how you perceive something. Like, yo, your form was this, that, and the third. Some people are like, what? And it was like, nah, I'm just letting you know I'm kind of a big deal out here, as opposed to, yo, Snoop, what you think about my form? You want an honest answer? You could have went lower. You could have went higher. Like you said, it comes down to how you say it. Because, certain words trigger something. As soon as you hear trash, there's no positive way to say trash. Yeah, your shit was trash, bro. Like, okay, damn. You feel me? Like, certain words are going to trigger certain reactions. So, okay. I feel that it's important to, but like she said, that comes down to how you raised. Some people don't know how to talk respectful to people. Some people only know how to come out negative and this and the third.
And there's some people that might not even realize that they are coming off aggressive because they're just so used to being that type of person. But the other person might not be able to take it.
Yeah, taking criticism is a skill set too.
Yeah, it really is.
That's a skill, because honestly, in my opinion of my critique or what I've seen in the game, the people that can take criticism and apply it are the ones that are the strong ones. You understand? Because in my opinion, when you can't take a critique, that means you think you know everything. Yeah. We're all still students. I know people working out 25 years and they'll be like, oh, I never knew that. Breathing techniques, grip, repositioning of hands, or what affects what muscle group, etc. Yeah. So that's my wife probably calling to see where I'm at. It's after curfew. So basically that's what I'm saying. Like, social media has a lot of positives, has a lot of negatives, but it comes down to the individual. What are you trying to do? Are you doing this for motivational purposes? Some people just like to document their process, their progress. If I see someone that was 400 pounds and dropped down to 275, I'm not going to critique your form. I'm going to just encourage you. Like, yo, keep working, bro, because you're doing this to save your life. You feel me?
See, me, what you just said, if I see somebody doing it, like, my nephews, they work out, but they don't compete anything. But they work out with me from time to time. And I encourage them, like, I like the company for them to work out. Yeah. But I won't go too hard on, they know the basics, lock out, this. I'll say it like, lock out, come up more, this, that, and the third. But I won't go too hard, like, yo, you should have did a third. If I see you, more so people that compete a lot, I will kind of comment, like, the form could be a little better.
But you see, that's because that's a learned behavior between us. I've proven to you that you can tell me something and I'm gonna accept it. Like, yeah, Mills, you right. So like I said, my point was more on, like, the Instagrams or the YouTubes, like the people that you've never seen, will never see in real life, or the people that always have to say something.
YouTube comments just don't
Oh
work.
my God. Oh Lord Jesus, they be wilding for respect. But like I said, you know, we want y'all feedback on this. What do you think do you think social media's impact on calisthenics is a positive thing or a negative thing? Give us some examples. I'm looking forward to seeing some of these comments, some of your feedback on it. This is episode 2 of Open Bar. Hope you enjoyed. See you for episode 3. Bam.
Open bar.
Open bar.
Open bar. Open bar.